come on. This thing is just adorable. One thing that really drew me into Cat Quest is that it feels like a great introduction into open world RPGs. While you can probably beat this whole game in the same amount of time that it takes for you to finish a single quest line for guilds from a game like Skyrim or maybe Fallout, you get the same sense of completion and satisfaction from each milestone of this game's objectives. And I mean, come on, it's just so cute. How can you not want to at least give it a shot? Unless you're not a cat person, but then hey, you do you. Combat mechanics for this game are actually a lot cleaner than I had originally anticipated, considering you play the majority of the game on the overworld map. You press B to roll, Y to strike, and L, R, ZL, or ZR for the spell that you set to that button. It was a very simple way to set up that made it easy and quick to immerse yourself into the gameplay, which was good because those mechanics are easy to grasp, and the story being so bare bones, you were left to explore the map to your heart's content very quickly, which is amazing for these open world kinds of games. While you are immediately given the main quest after a basic introduction, you can go almost anywhere in the game while checking signposts for quests to complete for either gold, experience, or usually both. Speaking of quests, this is an open world game. What is our mission? What is the goal of Cat Quest? Well, we are immediately thrown into a hunt for a white-haired cat named Dracoff, who has abducted our sister as bait with a strange message for us to get stronger, so we can, for some reason or another, be useful to him. We need to slay 4 dragons he has summoned, which only we can do as the mythical dragon blood, and then hunt him down. You can immediately start on this short to-do list, or like most of us with these open world games, you can go off on side quests to try and get stronger, and maybe find some equipment to boost your stats. It's entirely up to you. What's nice about the side quest is that there is a mission board for each small town on the map, and by completing the missions on one board, you will actually be following a short, isolated story connected to that small town. This opens up a lot of chances for intrigue and, more often than not, humor. This game makes all kinds of puns and references that were hilarious and I found absolutely to die for. Good thing cats have 9 lives. Anyway, there's a lot of replay value with this game as well, because once you complete the main game, you unlock A-mew-zing. In this mode, you fight stronger monsters and can even set special limitations for yourself, such as only having 9 lives. See, I was actually just being a little bit cheeky, even though my jokes are perfection. Okay, that one was a little bad. Now, before I make any more jokes that make you guys want to scratch my eyes out, let's move on to the pros and cons about this game, shall we? First and foremost, the art style is stellar. It is crisp and clean, and it ensures that you always know exactly what you're looking at without overcluttering your screen, so that you have an optimal gaming experience. Not to mention the level design inside the caves and ruins tied together really nicely. The different gear you unlock also give an extra level of shine to the game that I really enjoyed. For number 2, let's move on to the music. While it wasn't world-shattering level of good, I did enjoy the music because it flowed nicely with what was happening in the game to keep the mood right. It also blended nicely into the background to keep from getting distracting. Number 3 has to be the humor. I'm a huge lover of puns and wit, and this game delivers that in spades. From town names to dialogue to any other way they could have made you crack a smile, the Gentlebros certainly tried to implement good, cheeky humor into this game. Our 4th and final pro is a simple but enjoyable story. Go save your sister. It's not complex, but the characters that drive it forward keep it interesting, and the ending received makes the journey very much worth all of the effort. I cannot help but stress that the silent protagonist that has been done 1,000 times over is done again here, but our Speary companion, our NPC companion named Speary, is so witty and given so much personality that it feels almost as if that is our voice, and it is so well done that you cannot help but get attached. And seeing that development was spectacular. I could not get enough of that character relationship developing throughout this game. Now let's move on to the cons, and I really had to dig around a bit to try and find some. First is that perhaps the map is a bit too open-ended. For someone first playing the game, not knowing exactly where certain places are could possibly be a minor inconvenience, but would only be a very minor delay, as the overworld map is easy enough to get around that they would find their way to a quest marker very quickly. The only time it would be an issue is if they would try and go straight to a quest marker and somehow a river or something else would be in the way, and they didn't yet know that they could zoom out to try and see if there was some kind of natural topography. My second con is too hidden a special dungeon. There's an island way to the south of the map that has a special cave and a quest for anyone who can get there to clear out said cave. If they do, they get a special item that is very useful. There's no mention of this island really that I came across in the rest of the game, and seeing it on the map when you zoom out is unlikely. So even just one mainland NPC mentioning this would be nice. I would also like to mention that there very well might be. I may not have come across them because I did not 100% this game. I just did quite a lot of what there is to offer. But this is me also splitting hairs to make sure I have at least 2 things to mention in the cons section of my review. A few final things to note. This game is actually relatively short, with about 6 hours as the average time to beat according to how long to beat, and is currently going for about $13 on the Nintendo eShop for Nintendo Switch. I'm sure that there are also other places that you could buy it. I believe that is also on Steam, although I'm not sure where else or how much it might be going for. It's no surprise to me that this game has received such high marks on any other review, and it continues to earn one from me. Cat Quest has undoubtedly earned a 9.5 out of 10. But that is all for today. Thank you all so much for checking out this quick review. Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. This game's been around for a while, so if you've played, comment down below. I'd love to know what you thought about it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if there's a game that you'd like for me to review, let me know that as well. Share this video out. Feel free to subscribe, like, all that fun stuff. My social media is in the description bar if you wanted to follow me there as well. And that is all now. I hope that you're having a fantastic, amazing, wonderful day, because you are fantastic, amazing, wonderful people. I love each and every single one of you, and I will talk to you all again soon. See ya.